everyone, Mandy here and welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. Today is going to be another video in the series of critiquing my Minecraft roleplays. So today we're going to be talking about Enchanted Redwood High. This series is also one of the more popular ones on my channel. A lot of people really liked it. A lot of creators that I talked to me about this series and wanted me to do it again. Or remake it or continue it or whatever, because a lot of people liked the series for whatever reason. I don't know why. I think this is one of the series that I am more so known for. With Enchanted Redwood High, I actually liked the series. Do I think it could have been better? Yeah. But I actually liked it. I liked the idea that I have of it going in my head. It was supposed to go for like a whole nother season, and I had, I had a whole nother season like planned out and written and stuff like that, but we just never made it there, just because I think my motivation for it dropped off really quickly. And because of the way that I was producing series back then is why I dropped off of series so quickly, is because I was putting them out as soon as I made the video. As soon as I finished editing it, the next day it would go out. Or even the same day it would go out as soon as I was editing it, and that put a lot of burnout on me. So I think that's why this series kind of fell off, because I think this is the ones that I would have stuck to if it weren't for the way that I was producing it. One thing that I have to say that I don't like about this series is that there was a lot of boy drama for no reason. There was too much boy drama for no reason. I don't know why I put in, well, no, that's a lie. I know why I did it. I made it. But I think there was too much boy drama. I don't know why I wanted my character to have two love interests. I don't get it. But yeah, in this series I think my character had 2 or 3 love interests, and I think I was trying to pan off of a love triangle situation. I think that's what I was trying to do. I think I low-key was trying to imitate, not like an anime. I think I was low-key trying to imitate that, like a love triangle trope from like anime, basically. I think that's what I was trying to do. Did it work? Kind of. Yeah. Another critique of this series was that there was a very, very big mean girl trope, just like how there was in Rowan's story. Even though Rowan's story was more in depth with it, and it was obvious in Rowan's story, but not like too obvious. It was really obvious in this one, and it was literally just because of a singular boy. That was it. That's always the reason for a mean girl trope within my series, for some ungodly reason. I don't know why I keep doing that. I feel like there's some like underlying like issue that I'm not working through, and I just keep subconsciously doing this same mean girl trope over and over again. I don't know, but yeah, no, this, I don't know why I keep doing it. It was a very obvious one. It was a very weird one. Although when I made this series, I was like, although this series was 4 years ago, I was 21, I believe, because I'm 25 now. So yeah, that is correct math. Good job, Mandy. But yeah, I was 21, and I think I was trying to emulate a lot of like anime like tropes within the series. So yeah, I think that was where the mean girl trope came from. I don't know why it lasted for as long as it did within this series. I think it was supposed to last for a lot longer, and then eventually like they were going to, like become friends, basically. I think that's what was supposed to happen. I would have to look back at my scripts, but I think that was supposed to happen, that they were supposed to become friends at the end. And there was like a whole new like weird like thing going on in season 2 where like Mandy and I forget this girl's name, they were both friends in the next season, and then there was a whole nother like big bad like villain arc thing that was happening and going on that was supposed to relate to the whole magic side of the series. In this series I tried to do a lot of like historical stuff, and in historical stuff I mean like I dove into like the Salem witch trials for this series, because it's one of the things that I truly find very interesting is that whole history of the Salem witch trials. I've done a lot of research on it. I've been to Salem. It was one of like the things that I took most interest in learning about in school. When they did teach us about it in school, I watched a lot of videos on it. I've read a lot about it. I went to the museum for it, where they give you like a full like history rundown on the Salem witch trials and like why it happened and how it happened and stuff like that. And it's really interesting. I think you should look into it if you're interested in that. But yeah, no, I really deep dived into like a lot of historical stuff within this series, and then I kind of made up like my own stuff. Like I try to keep it as like historical as I possibly could, but then I also try to put like my own twist on it, as in inserting like a family into it that was like a really important family. Obviously I was going for a more magical and fantasy type of route with this, because as we all know, the Salem witch trials, none of the women were actually witches who, went through the unfortunate events of the Salem witch trials. None of the women were actually witches. It was just men being stupid men, basically. I went for a more fantasy theme route and a more like magical theme route. So in my story, they actually were witches, and people actually, like were practicing witchcraft back then, blah, 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 within like this weird like story. So I deep dived into history a little bit, and I tried to remain as like historically accurate with trying to keep the magical side magical, if that makes sense. And this series was my first attempt at a magic school theme. If I remade this series, I would go a completely different route. I have a whole magic school like document written up for like a series that I was gonna do before I quit. I was building a whole set for it and everything, and that set was one of the ones that I actually lost whenever that MC Pro hosting thing happened. If you guys don't know, I was partnered with MC Pro hosting, and then they completely got rid of a server that I was using to create role plays on without telling me, and I lost all of the maps and all of everything for multiple different series, including One Woman's Dead, including Casted, including this magic school series, including the magic school one that I was working on. I lost it all, which is really sad, because the magic school set had like a lot of like chisel and bit stuff in it. But Enchanted Redwood High was my first attempt at a magic school. If I remade this, I would have fully deep dive. I would go headfirst into magic school. This was like a little like tiny magic class within a normal high school of like modernness. That's what this series was. I would just go full in Magic Academy next time, honestly. But I think that's what attracted people to the series a little bit more, was the fact that it was modern and regular high school, but also with like a little like magic thrown in there, just like a little tiny magic class in this normal high school. And that's just normal, you know what I mean? Do I think this was a good first attempt at a magic school like theme? No. Could I do it better? Yeah. Did people really like it? Yeah. If people liked it, people liked it. I mean, that's up to you guys if you liked it or not. I actually did like this series. It was a good series. It was a good like first attempt at something that I was trying to do. It was one of my first fully cinematic series back on my channel, and I really liked a lot of the concepts that I had in this series, and I might eventually bring it back. But like I said in a previous video, I'm trying to not remake old series that I've already made before. But I don't know, feeling a little nostalgic making this video. But yeah, if you guys have any critiques or opinions or whatever on Enchanted Redwood High, please leave your opinions down in the comments. I would love to read them. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate it, and I will see you guys in the next video. I hope you have a good day / night / whatever time it is for you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye, guys.